Hold it right there. I'm not... Commencing attack! For the...
Attention to all Raven Rock. I'm in. Light it up. Get from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede his
Hello. They have a contact here. Checking. Target may be in range.
I'm afraid you're heading in the wrong direction.
Hello.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive.
Roger that. Firing. Turning fire. down from alert. Retreating!
Fall back to regroup. Fall back.
You? What are you doing? They captured... I didn't want... Of course...
Fall back.
Face to face at last. It's high time. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not... You're too kind. The pleasure is mine, I assure you. I've been anxious to make your acquaintance for some time. You and I have much to discuss, my young friend. Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured. That's a bit of a bleak outlook, don't you think? United States has fallen on hard times, yes, but it can be healed. You have that power to heal within you if you allow yourself to act. What I ask of you needs explanation, so you understand why it must be done. Perhaps that will stir you to act. The good people of this country cannot regain control while mutation runs rampant through our land. My soldiers cannot stem the tide, nor can the cult you've come into contact with, this Brotherhood of Steel. Mutations like these super mutants and ghouls must be purged from our society, our world, before we can proceed anew. others have failed, I believe your father's work can succeed. The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland at the same time the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed. In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply. You just need the code. I understand. It's an unusual. Please, I'm afraid I will. I'm afraid that's not possible.
My friend! I see... Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Imagine the evil that can be eliminated with such tools. My friend, I would...
Ham, it's good to see you back, but glad to see you're still in one piece. Go away.
I'd like to have a chat. Enclave is back, America. And no, not just on your radar.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the Citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek were lost. Were you You think I am on some... Then we must... If you... I see.
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now while we can.
Send the Pride in. We can do it. We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean, Lee and I have solved the power problems, but we've only barely finished diagnostic tests.
So?
It's not ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation detection system is offline.
Rothschild, enough. Can you make it work?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if we can't, it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided. Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that Purifier.
Yes, sir. Before we get started, I wanted to... The Pride and I have decided that... So congratulations. Membership comes with some privileges. Sure thing. Hopefully. Okay. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
All systems nominal. Weapons locked. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists.
I'm sure you understand this far from what
Look, if we make it to the purifier, we can chat then. Now's not exactly a good time.
You have something to say? Yes, by all means. Let's. titanium alloy supplemented by photonic barrier. Probability of mission hindrance 0%. Engaging Chinese invader. Is a preferable alternative to communism. The Red Menace. Communist target acquired. Freedom is the sovereign right of every tactical assessment. Rich. I need threat detected. Embrace Densei's tactical assessment. You will be hit. Shiny has threat detected. Ow! Outstanding will never be defeated. Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Possible. Obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem. Inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge.
Colvin, I want fire on the target now!
You're in a... But this...
Put up a fight!
Well, that takes... Dr. Lee,
Something's
it's
wrong
Sarah
with the
Lyons.
purifier.
I'm in the control room.
Ma'am.
Here, what's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. Some of it looks accidental. Sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. You understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are no levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be...
Something. Yes, by all means, let's.
Done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for You're going to have to be quick.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The Capital Wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The Capital Wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.